What's up, guys? Vince Reddy here, and welcome back to the Vince Talk. Yeah, pretty much I'm gonna be chilling with Stefan soon, co-hosting, and I don't even know. Usually, that's the only thing I'm kind of excited is that to have, some social, a little bit of social energy within me to just hang out with somebody. And even though it's one person, this is good enough, because this is a time, it's a time that at least that's what I'm hoping, that we basically get our energy a bit out there. But yeah, as I'm recording this, it's before when me and Stefan like, because I'm trying to think, like, I'm recording this because that was gonna be our Vince talk. That was gonna be the Vince talk, like, because, but then it's like on Sunday, and it's like, oh damn, I don't think that's enough time. So here I am recording this, even though it was like supposed to be something with Stefan involved. But yeah, and for those that don't know who Stefan is, my co-host, my friend that has basically been there for me since elementary. So yeah, just decades at this point. But other than that, let's do this. Gaming, freaking. I don't even know if I have any news outside of gaming and animation. I don't think I really do, or if I want to. Um, I think that's a good thing. There is. God, what the heck? Okay, that's an airplane. That's loud. But yeah, there's not really any news surrounding outside stuff going on. So yeah, just pretty much a quick, Vince talk of like certain stuff that I really want to get into, and it's of course involving gaming. And yeah, hopefully no rants. I guarantee you, I've been ranting a lot, and I'm not gonna lie to you, that does seem annoying to some people, and also to me for my mental health. But right now, I'm feeling clean. I've been, basically in this how would I say this road? Okay, how do I trying to think of how I say this in a very PG manner. Like I've been off. I've been like, how there's like no not November. Well, I've been having that, but in basically what freaking month is it again? March? Yeah, it's March. Okay, yeah, I've been having no not March. Yeah, that doesn't even roll off the tongue correctly. God, but yo, that's pretty much what's happening now. I'm about to get into some gaming news itself, but I just want to just share like what's been going on in my life, and sometimes that's difficult to really share or whatever. But I want to give a huge thank you to those that showed up to my stream. I did something related to GDC because GDC was actually, and it's a gaming convention here in San Francisco. So pretty much I was doing stuff. I was doing something related to that event, and yeah, it pretty much went well. I was happy that a good amount of you showed up. I mean, I don't get a lot of people at all in my streams, or if anything gaming related, unless it's a freaking boyfriends video, like, oh, a review with the creators of boyfriends, and I guarantee you the probably at best might be 30 people. I don't get a lot of people ever coming to my stream, so whoever did come, thank you. But yeah, that it's a lot of games I played, a lot of stuff that I couldn't play because I didn't have enough time. At least that's what I thought. But yeah, just pretty much a good amount of games that I got around, and also I need to still finish. And I kind of still like I still even keep like there are some games where I usually was like, with whatever game that I seen, I never buy or anything like that. Play the demo and that's it. But man, that Toad Frog just makes me like I'm thinking about it. I saw that game, I played it, and man, I was like, my God. And also the creepy games as well. That was definitely a highlight right there. Speaking of games, let's talk about PAX East. PAX East just happened. Pretty much it probably is still happening. PAX East weekend. And to any gaming events out there, people are wondering like, oh, why you always cheer up for like, these gaming events or something like that. Well, for gaming itself, it's very easy just to be in your own house alone doing, just that. Just have a freaking gaming convention. You can just have it at your house. But why not go to a physical place and actually really witness those games? Like, that's what's the thing back in the, or pretty much as I'm bringing back in my day, that kind of deal, that we usually go places and we know like who's a gamer because we see them. And, whether it's like buying a game in GameStop or Blockbuster or just like, those and I'm pretty much talking about decades ago. But yeah, that's what I kind of see through gaming conventions. It's a place where you're around, I guess, you're around other people in terms of that kind of interest. You get to see different stuff coming out, but you also get to see them in a very physical light. The I miss going to gaming conventions. I haven't been one in forever. The closest is an anime convention, which I've been to a bunch last year, and I always felt this drive whenever I go to an arcade or a gaming convention. But a lot of times, Buckbusters or GameStops, and especially the GameStops now, like nearest GameStop just closed down, and also, like, I guess best place to get games around my area is pretty much Best Buy, if they haven't closed down yet. And also arcades, like, just, we're running out of places where, like, it's meant for gaming. That's why I like going to, like, I remember, like, for my birthday, I just pretty much, me and my friend just, well, we just went to an arcade. It was the best time, and it was gonna be a karaoke night, but I was I was like, man, with all these arcades and stuff like that, I just had to check them out, and so I just spent the hours just playing all these arcade games, these shoot 'em ups, these fighters, these just different sources of so many games that were just out in my peripheral vision, and I was just having a blast. So I wanted that for so many people, especially when it comes down to gaming conventions. I will never forget my first, experience in PAX, and it was just like, wow, this is happening. It was the moment when PAX was actually in San Francisco at one point. And then it got expensive for them to rent a freaking like an event in. But yeah, PAX East just happened. Matt was there. That was interesting. Matt Pat was pretty much, I guess, hosting the thing. I don't know. I didn't see the full thing, and there was not a really. I know there's ways to watch PAX East, but man, it was not highlighted very correctly. I mean, if you try to type, listen, I have more subscribers than the PAX East convention YouTube channel, and it says a lot because man, they do not get a lot of views at all, and if anything, they pretty much don't get a lot of love for the types of panels unless it's from somebody from like Matt Pat or kind of funny or Game Grumps or anybody that is pretty big in the gaming sphere. Like they don't really get much love and that kind of support, maybe political wise, or maybe like I remember like PAX definitely got a lot of controversy for still having masks and around and stuff like that last year. And now since it's more laid down, I keep hearing like, oh man, there's still COVID here and there. Man, at this point, who cares? COVID or not, I don't give a damn anymore. It's basically just like any usual sickness. Yes, of course there is COVID there. Of course, that's the same thing with the flu. It's the same thing with this and that. It was like, and I'm, this, just worrying about the pandemic most of the times kind of just ruins your life. I know it did for me, so I just choose just forget about it. Just keep doing your thing. That's the only thing you can really do. And especially how it affected the economy and everything like that. No, COVID doesn't deserve to be remembered. Okay? I just really want to put that out there. It should never, deserve anything at all. Deserve your time, your worries, your thoughts about it? Absolutely not. F COVID, okay? But yeah, pretty much just I wish I went there. I wish I went to PAX East and just experienced the same thing with J. No, okay, why did I say J? I'm screwing up with the freaking names here. GDC, the convention that is close near to me. Listen, there's these conventions where I have no idea when they start. Was I supposed to go to GDC? Man, I say that every year because I always miss it. Okay, but no one's asking like, oh, how come you didn't go to GDC? No one's asking. But yeah, pretty much there was this thing that happened in there where it was like, what is it? It's called the GD Scream, and I thought it was called GDS because they had the S in there in Scream. But then I was like, oh wait, no, it's GDC and not GD Scream, and like they put the S and they confused me. But yeah, this weird event that was happening during GDC weekend when all of them were just yelling at the top of their lungs for no reason. I think there is a reason. Listen, I don't even know. It was something has to do with a protest, but man, the highlights of it is just showcasing just how terrible. Listen, San Francisco. I never ever praise, especially now, just knowing San Francisco how it is. It's a crappy place. Let's be honest, okay? It's still nice here. It's still a city. It's still like, a lot of times probably better in some cities that I'm not gonna name because I'm not that type of person. But it's like, I don't know. It's not perfect for sure, and it's beginning to be worse here in San Francisco. Just knowing how the businesses and everything like that is beginning to just crumble and crumble down. It's not the best, okay? The Bay Area, as much as, of course it's easy for me to say, like, hey, I hate this place. Easy said and done and stuff like that. But I would be remiss to know that a lot of my character or who I am and the opportunities basically comes from this particular place. Yes, America as a whole, but the Bay Area really gave me a lot. If I ever want to go meet, someone or basically just want to witness like, oh, I like a top tier convention, a top tier event, top tier movie theater, a top tier mall, a top tier this, they're right here. They're right here. It's California. At the same time, it's kind of crap here. It's expensive. And, there's crazy people. And I know, I get it. I'm one of them. Okay. But there's crazy people where I sometimes like worry a lot. And, I have a lot of friends that just turn into that. And it's like, well, this can't be what it should be in California. And you just see news on news. You see robberies on robberies on robberies. San Francisco is a heap, but it is, a fun place. My favorite skate park is San Francisco. My favorite place to really hang and chill is San Francisco most of the time. And, though I don't like to buy anything here or live in San Francisco in a sense, it's still a vibe, I guess, And some people might praise it, and I will criticize those people, and I'll be like, "What are you saying? How on earth is that described as San Francisco? Why you freaking like pretending that San Francisco is the freaking Azagrat or something like the heaven city or whatever when it's like the opposite?" But at the same time, it's always an interesting place because it's the reason why I went to these conventions where I met like some of my favorite creators and stuff like that. LA is something else. Okay, I like LA for the most part. But San Francisco, man, it's just the perfect size. I don't know. You know what I mean? But GC just happened and they had a screaming event, and man, it was like I heard it was something from Sweet Baby Inc. in support of it or something, but it was just a bunch of people screaming for no reason. I was like, okay, what's going on? And of course, there's like just the amount of people that had color haired and they dressed like I'm okay. I was like, oh, what could be this protest about? Is protest still going on in San Francisco? Like, it's the one city where they protest in front of a, gay pride saying it's not gay enough and it's a protest for it, which is beyond the dumbest thing. Imagine going to a Burger King and you're protesting that it's not authentic burgers. It's a freaking Burger King. Protesting the sign saying your burgers are fake. And I'm like, well, who's surprised here? Okay, you go freaking McDonald's, you go to any fast food. If you don't like going there, simple. It's the most simple thing you can do. Just don't freaking go. Okay, there's your protest. Protest with your wallets or something. But I don't even know what's happening in this event. It's a random, listen, I wasn't there, but I keep hearing it in far right medias where it's like saying that, oh, look at this. Look at these San Franciscans and something like that. Now, listen, I don't call myself a San Franciscan. I don't even think that's a real word. But, and especially how I'm not from San Francisco. But, man, of course, it's just going to be highlighted as, like, for anti-woke content and stuff like that. And is it woke? I guess it is. I don't know. It could be. But I was just looking at this like, this cannot. Yep, this is San Francisco. It's a burning heap that is just filled with crazy colored hair trolls that is yelling for change. I'm like, how do you what? You can't just scream all hour or something, and they have all these other big companies supporting this. Why are you supporting random people screaming for no damn reason as if it's gonna help anything? That's not how it works. That's not how it works, okay? I don't I don't know. There's times where I'm like, man, these people need to seek God real quick. But other than that, I heard Alana was there, so I wish I went there just for the sake of that. Man, that would be nice. I don't know how would you meet her, but Alana Pierce was there. That's the only big person I know. Maybe there was some people that like from Kind of Funny that actually went there and stuff. Like it has to be, right? It's San Francisco. Kind of Funny is in San Francisco. The freaking GC's in San Francisco. Like, come on now. It's just you could just walk there. Other than that, yeah, and also all companies and pretty much especially Paxi's GDC was acknowledging the whole layoffs, which is something that I appreciate. There is so many layoffs in gaming. It is ridiculous, but thank goodness these people acknowledge them. Like that's the power. I appreciate that. Moving on. Also, here is some news right here. For oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot to mention that also. I see a couple of like stuff for like TGS or some gaming announcements that they have. I completely forgot about it, by the way. I just have it saved up. Like there are some gaming announcements here and there from GC and also from PAX. Now, I can't really mention because I don't have a freaking list of it. Usually when I talk about like, directs and whatever, I pretty much have a list of like games that I was like interested in. Not this one, okay? I don't know. I don't freaking know. I saw Dustborn and I was like, and this is not like me being like, oh my God, I want to play that game. It was the freaking Saint Rose effect. I saw that game. I saw it and I have the rights to say, knowing that I've seen it, and also I'm a person that is basically in a community that they try to please for, within the LGBT plus community. And I was like, what is this? And there's this whole conversation of like, pretty people in gaming and stuff like that. And you know what? We need to bring pretty people back in gaming. I let me tell you something. It draws all communities. I try to understand why just unattractive people, and I know I'm gonna sound like Melanie Mack here. Why do we have to make certain characters look ugly? Now, there's some people within like, certain games and certain medias, they don't look bad. They're not pretty, but they don't look bad. They look okay. Okay, and I get how certain characters, listen, of course, maybe the purpose is to not look pretty and they're trying their best not to really have that type of conversation ever in gaming. People don't need to play your game. People, listen, I think I saw this meme in Anime Impulse that they post. I went to their conventions. I love Anime Impulse. But I remember seeing this in Anime Impulse. It was a meme saying, like, we all have some dark secrets. The internet's fake. And also, I have a secret myself that I will confess. I'm actually butchering the wording of this, but I'm basically telling you my version of it. But it's basically the same thing. Saying that, like, if there's an anime with no attractive characters, I would not watch it. It should be the same that applies in gaming. It should be the same that applies in anywhere, in movies, in gaming, and stuff like that. Listen, you can say that all these like heterosexual freaking straight alt-right men, we can't feed them. We can't feed them all this pretty beauty and stuff. Man, it's not for that. There's lesbians that are into that as well. There's people of all sides, all genders and whatever that are into that. And you basically just like, look at what I read most of the time. It's like, if I read something that has like, unattractive characters in it, I guarantee you it's because somebody paid me. And of course, I'm going to pretend like, oh, this is the best. Listen, you saw that sponsor video that I freaking did for Webtoon? It was like trash. It was trash and was one of my favorite Webtoons and everybody was trashing on it. But I have to be like, oh, wow, it's amazing. This is amazing, with this freaking crappy like cartoon they showed me. And you know why? Because there was a payment. It was a sponsored video. Of course I'm gonna be like, oh wow, this is amazing. I'm freaking listen, if it comes to money, if you pay me 1,000 to play a crappy art Atari game or whatever, freaking low graphics, so crap with the freaking FPS broken, like it's like lower than a Switch game, lower than a Genesis game. We're talking garbage. And also has the terrible mechanics, has not makes no sense. It's freaking broken. It's glitch. If you pay me $1,000 to play that, I will pretend. I will immediately be like, oh my gosh, this game is amazing. It's so good. I don't care. I'm a freaking lol cow, okay? Actually, no, I'm not. But I'm not. But at the same time, I would definitely do it for money. Okay, 100%. If I didn't do it for money, I probably you wouldn't see that video. But don't be surprised when you see a video of me, your favorite creator, hopefully, that is doing like a reaction of a crappy game. That is putting down there hashtag sponsored, and guess what? Guarantee I'm gonna pretend like, oh wow, this is amazing. Oh wow, this is so good. It's it's down and simple. And I know that people are being like, man, you don't need to be like that, Vince. You don't need, listen, when it comes to money, I give you the best performance. Listen, if you pay me to massage you, and we're talking about millions of dollars, I will go all out. I will become a butter. Okay. I will freaking slim it down and just, just go full on like, woo, like I'm just saying, you pay me, bada boom. I need that money. I'm struggling here. Anyways, that was my rant. I said I wasn't gonna rant, but surprise, I freaking rant. Some things never change because, there's that thing in me where I'm just like, listen, let me tell you something. I need to get this out of my chest. Okay, I'm trying to get something out of this podcast. Not just you, but also me, myself. Like, I'm trying to, when I talk about stuff, I'm like, man, I gotta tell you something. It's in my chest, but I gotta tell you something. Okay, so that's the rants. I apologize. Suyu. So Suyu is an emulator that is pretty much in reference to Yuzu, because Yuzu got freaking sued and basically just murdered by Nintendo. Let's just say it. They just got freaking murdered by Nintendo. They're gone. Like just that. Like, I don't even know anymore. Like, Yuzu is gone. And then Suyu comes in as a reference, and it's called Suyu for a reason, you know what I mean? Because they almost got sued by Nintendo. Now, this was actually in reference to know that it's from, what is it? Sean from Paul's Spawnwave that talked about this. And also, Mr. Shijano talked about this. Other people that are very qualified, better than me, talked about this. And yeah, just Suyu, just like, it was going to be, the newest emulator. It's going to be like something that is going to be better than Yuzu, hopefully. Like, it was something, there was a lot of trust. There was a lot of, like, dangerous waters that, going by, especially after, like, the whole thing that happened in Yuzu. They just, like, immediately, like, yep, let's just do this, type of thing. And just out of nowhere, they just, like, yeah, they just got to work and made an emulator in pretty much hopes that they would actually, bring something that Yuzu was working on for all these years. And I understand it. And there was like some like worry about it. Like, yeah, they're probably going to get DMCA'd. Someone said that. And yep, it happened. It kind of happened. They did somewhat almost, but let's be honest, they freaking did. And of course, it's from Nintendo. People were saying Nintendo. Yeah, it's freaking Nintendo. It's either a representative of Nintendo. It's either the freaking fanboys that are freaking slaves to Nintendo. It's freaking Nintendo. Nintendo is this force that you can't stop. They have billions. Okay, I guarantee you, if they paid me like, hey Vince, we're gonna pay you to actually talk like how bad emulation is. Even though I'm all for emulation, I guarantee you, I will go full 180. But you know why? Because I need that money. Okay, who should I blame? I don't know. Maybe the people that didn't, submit money on my PayPal. I'm struggling here. I need that money. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, but but yeah, Suyu. Yeah, is getting DMCA'd, and yeah, pretty much their stuff was gone in the GitHub. The website looks like it's still there. I mean, I haven't checked yet. I'm recording this freaking podcast for you, okay? But yeah, just pretty much, yeah, that happened. Suyu, who was surprised? No one. Ryujinx is still around, so thank God for that, okay? There has to be at least like one Switch emulator or something like that for the newest games. But other than that, moving on. Uh yeah, and also like my favorite channel also RGT kind of mentioned it as well. And speaking of RGT, listen, I try to make a segue there. And there you go. I made a segue. Let's talk about RGT basically being the platform by Sweet Baby Inc. question mark. It was Sweet Baby Inc., PS, or Kotaku. Either one of those. Any of those. I don't freaking know. It's kind of like, it's just I'm I'm talking about people doing this and that, and I never know who's the freaking culprit. I'm bad when it comes to culprits, okay? Don't ever sign me up for a detective job ever. But yeah, like RGT was the platform. Here's the thing. I was looking at this and I was like, I can't imagine this happening to me. So what happened? RGT, aka Sean, his name, I believe, right? I don't know him. I just know him as RGT. Though his name is Sean because of Spawn Wave podcasts and stuff like that. And he's kind of like, pretty much big within, gaming. He's mostly known for his Nintendo reviews, even though he's not a Nintendo YouTuber. And he he made a video. I feel like he's more tame than me. I go all out when I freaking want to rant something. And as humans, sometimes we just want to get stuff out of our chest. And he got stuff out of his chest in a video that he got canceled for or whatever. And he was talking this and that and exposing this, who, what, or whatever that video is. Okay, just go watch it. I think it's something like, let me tell you, like, I don't know what the title of the video is, but I guarantee you it gives you that freaking, like, let me tell you what is happening type vibe. So he made that video, he published it, and the next day he got the platform by somebody that kind of has their feelings hurt from him. Kind of crazy. Listen, I say so many things. You don't see me getting the platform. Like, you know how I get the platform? Freaking YouTube the platforms me, okay? Termination, copyright, stuff like that. Shoot, the platform. And let me tell you, I'm an easy target. But at the same time, for RGT, like, it's like, damn. And pretty much it fuels him. It kind of like helps him in a ways. But also, I can never imagine that. Like, especially for anyone that is like nicer than me and RGT, that is like gets the platform and has to make an apology. I guarantee you, when it comes to me, it takes a lot to actually ever thinking that you would get apology from me. I barely apologize to anyone, especially when it comes down to the comments section. I don't apologize what I said. A lot of times it's like, criticisms, but also I get a lot of comments and from younger, very young folks that basically don't know how to talk, how to think before, opening their mouth, or in this case, think before typing on the keyboards. Sometimes you gotta think twice before you say something, and to those people, they're blocked because they say something dumb and they're out of here. But I pretty much just, some of these people are not that bitter, and them going through this is like, damn, that's just like a scary thing to think about, especially when you're a big creator like, RGT. I know he's not that big, but to me, he's big. Okay, when you have that many subscribers and stuff like that, even though it's below 1 million. And so what happened from there? He made a response video, talked about it, and yeah, pretty much it's crazy. And I think I heard something about Sweet Baby Inc. Just, and I don't know, that whole conversation about Sweet Baby Inc. has been all over the place. All over the place. And so far, it's just like, it doesn't get any slower with the Sweet Baby Inc. news, that's for sure. But I don't even know if they're the ones that actually try to deplatform him. Because basically what the people were saying about RGT is basically speaking to the subscribers. And I'm guessing I'm one of them. So here is how I really pictured you of, basically just telling you like from my butchered version of what they said, okay, from other people, according to other people, because I haven't even seen the tweet. I don't even know if it was a video or anything. But basically what they said is that, hey, if you follow this person, RGT, you should unfollow him because he's a sexist, blah, 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 blah. He's a freaking sexist, alt-right, homophobic, blah, blah, blah. all that puss. Like, are you serious? Why is it that you don't know the person? You don't know that. I don't know that. Could it be true? Could it be not? I don't like it when you giving like, hey, telling the subscribers. Imagine someone made a video of me and telling my subscribers, even though they have no idea who that person is, I guarantee you, like, they would just not listen. Like, imagine them saying, like, hey, if you follow Vince Ryder, you're this and that, or blah, 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 blah. Okay, that sounds like, in pretty much, I believe RGT kind of puts this at well. It's the most freaking kindergarten BS ever. Like, because your feelings are hurt, is that you want people to platform. Listen, you can't tell people to unfollow or stop watching this. No, they're gonna keep watching it. They gotta keep going for it. Okay, you know why? Because you stay mad. That's what you should do. Because people, they choose who they want to follow. It shouldn't matter if they're this and that. Listen, I follow people that from according to this creator to that creator, they say this is a bad person to that bad person, and it's kind of funny because, especially, I follow Tipster and Review Tech USA, and two of these channels probably don't get along, or maybe they do get along. Especially the Quartering and Review Tech USA. Yeah, that happened. The whole battle between those two, and I still follow them both. I will admit it. Now, is Rich gonna like freaking block me because I follow the Quartering, or is the Quartering gonna block me because I follow the Review Tech USA? If I tell them, I don't think so. Not really, because you know why? Because first off, they don't worry about our damn business. Because who am I to them? And I'm not saying like, of course, there's channels that say they love their fans. Of course, yeah, whatever. Okay, Taylor, yeah, probably says that too. Like, oh, I love my fans. Okay, can you name them, Taylor? And I guarantee you, it's impossible. Because how many people follow Taylor Swift? 1,000 billion. Okay? You crazy? The freaking like people that are not even in this planet probably follow Taylor Swift. Like, gosh. Like, and I say the same thing with, VTech USA and the Quartering. They don't know me. They don't worry about me. So when I'm following somebody, you shouldn't tell me to actually unfollow them or whatever in this or that. Okay? I decide that. And people should decide that as well. But it's like, man, that is the most childish, like, baby thing. You look so vulnerable. Here's the thing. What is up with this nation? Just like this day and age of just people just basically not having a backbone or anything like that. And I can't believe I'm the one saying that. I'm the softest person. But at least I know a little thing about common sense. You know what I mean? Anyways, so yeah, that's my third rant, third strike. Boom. Anyways, let's talk about this freaking alt-right version of the gaming awards, which I don't understand how you gonna get alt-right or whatever. But it's like, okay, that's interesting. Just make it alt-right, and it's called Take Games Back, and it's from Craig by the Side Scrollers. I like those guys; they're pretty cool. They have some, content where I'm just like, okay, now they're just grifting. What is happening here? What is going on? But yeah, Take Games Back. What is that? What is that? I didn't bother to read the freaking description of it. But if I have to give you wording, it's basically something that is supposed to be a response to all the gaming media that is just, well, quote unquote, woke. So that's happening. And I'm just like, a what? So, okay, because that, you don't like what? It's a freaking your version, aka alt-right or Geeks and Gamers or Nerdrotic or those channels, version of the Gaming Awards without the freaking like woke stuff, without the like, LGBT plus representation or whatever. Like, is that what you mean? Like, it's gonna be like, how is that gonna look like? Why would you like that? Doesn't, I don't know. Is it gonna be like Rumble? Like, Rumble probably has some content creators that they have content creators from all sides of life. I guarantee you. I don't know. I don't use Rumble, but I guarantee you for anything. And I mean anything. No matter what like program you use, whether you use Twitch or YouTube or Rumble, like all people of all genders use them. Okay? So what is that said for this? When it comes to the political aspect, I don't know. but it's coming, and I'm kind of curious. And there's a lot of people within the liberal kind of like mindset of looking at this and be like, yeah, this is grifting, which yeah, I guess it is. But at the same time, are the games okay? This is a sense of camaraderie here. Are the games fire? Are they good? If if they're not, then well, you just failed there, okay? But are the games like are they banging? Are they not? We're gonna have to wait and see because nothing really hasn't showed up yet of like what this is. So yeah, pretty much whatever Craig is bringing to the table, and I don't understand what's this like video he made, of just showing the rules, and I guess it's a simple pack of rules, and him saying like, but it's like the gaming awards, all these, there's too many damn gaming directs. Why? Where is the freaking movie directs, anime directs, music? That how's that never listen, the sky's the limit. A music direct, shoot, you will have like imagine that, songs featured. But and also the same thing with the movies, like it's just a freaking like it's basically 1 hour of a bunch of trailers, and that's basically what's a direct. A gaming direct is like just a bunch of trailers. So what are they showing here, and what developers are actually gonna get, are gonna go to this, takes games back, that are actually gonna comply with them showcasing their games? Can it be anyone? Can it be? Is it mostly indie? Like is like I don't know, because it says no traditional like people with gaming perks or whatever and stuff like that. So obviously, Kind of Funny is out of that list. But like who though? So I'm kind of like curious how that goes down. And also, Pokemon is striking people. That's the last news. Striking people, especially from a 7-year video from Noah 456. Like, thank goodness I'm not a Pokemon creator, because man, I would get strike immediately. And I don't really care about Pokemon. Never played Pokemon. I mean, I did, but I don't really care about remembering it. You know what I'm saying? Don't have any Pokemon. If you look at my gaming list that I have for Plate Night, yeah, 0 Pokemon. Anyways, animation news. Shout out to TVC for noticing me. I thought she forgot me, but man, it was nice to actually see her mention me yesterday or last night as she tweeted. I was like, man, I didn't know. And I wish that she would hear me to know that, thanking her and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know if that would be weird. But if you're watching this, thank you. Hope you enjoy my rants. I just want to let you know I'm possessed. Ladybug season 6 is coming. I don't know when the new season. It's called season 6. I feel like it's season freaking 48. You know what I mean? Like how long has Marinette been a teenager? At this point, she's probably like 29. Let's be real here. Adult, like freaking Ladybug. Can you imagine? Like if Marinette from Ladybug, Miraculous Ladybug, okay, was like 29, guarantee you she probably has a kid, okay? Like that's what's, I can see that. But some people like, with all her responsibilities, what is she, like still 14 or something? She can't be 14. She has to be like 17 something. Come on now. Just come on. Like, like what, like she has to almost be like an adult, like grown up and whatever for all these freaking years. But no, apparently we're in season 6, and I guess it's the freaking Pokemon effect with Ace, or not Ace Ketchum, still being like 13 for like what 60,000 years or whatever. That's what it feels like. 60. I oversaturate stuff because I'm bitter, but yeah, 6,000 years of Ace being freaking 13. Like, dude's probably like, listen, Ace Ketchum from Pokemon itself, I just get this feeling it has to be 50. 50. Anyways, that was supposed to be a fort rant, but I don't know if I would count that as a rant. But yeah, season 6 coming. But what's up with like Lila or Chloe, like all these returning characters? Something like also the returning. Like, what's up with Gabe? Is he a good person now? Like, no more Hawkmoth? But, of course, there is another Hawkmoth, but it's not Gabe or something? Like, I don't know. I really hope they bring Chloe back. I still to this day, I still want that. Okay. Anyways, also Arnold's new video, and basically it's a channel from called Murder of Birds. Arnold made a video about like mentioning RVB and talking about how he's tired of RVB. That's how I feel when it comes down to being tired about just like webtoon content in general. Times I want to take a break. I love webtoon, but there's times where I just kind of just want to take a break, and you kind of lose the fun for it and stuff. And that's why you don't see much uploading here and there. I don't know if he's having a Matt Pad moment, but man, I understand what he's going through, and that's like takes guts to make a video about that, especially exposing all the haters that he actually showcased the names of the people that were talking ish about like, hey, you suck at this, that, and whatever. And it's kind of like just ongoing thing going on that and that he sees, because here's the thing, no matter who you comment, we still see the comments. Okay, don't be thinking you're invincible in here and there. That's just not how it works. So I'm glad to see Arnold doing okay. And also let's talk about games I played. Pretty much of course the demos I played, you've seen them. If you've seen the live stream, it's still up there in my channel. But yeah, Princess Peach Showtime is a good game. I enjoyed it. I really liked it. Nice. I can't give you an exact review of it, but I kind of like it. Worth to check the demo. Short demo, but it's a demo, of course. But yeah, Castle of the Coast. This is a new game that I'm playing that I'm gonna be releasing gameplays for. It is amazing 3D platformer. I love my 3D platformers, and yeah, this is definitely the one worth it. And also a bunch of rail shooters. A couple of rail shooters on the Wii. So I've been playing those on the emulator. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and I guess that's it. Hope you enjoy my rants or whatever I just spewed out of my mouth. Gotta clean my phone because of the amount of spit. Other than that, one love and a peace. God bless.